Hello everybody, this is Leslie and today we're going to do a creamy recipe video. So I've spent multiple months since we purchased the creamy to perfect the actual vanilla base recipe. And I finally have. I get a really great consistency after it's frozen. You can add stuff to it if you wanted to add candies, anything like that. I would just be careful if you do decide to add any types of like chocolate or anything like that. Make sure that you cut it up into small pieces when you go to blend it. Okay, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the recipe based per pint, okay? Because right now I have 4 pints that I need to fill. I just purchased 4 more of the pints. We received 5, but John hasn't finished the peanut butter ice cream that I made him. So I can show you what the consistency is. So see how it's absolutely perfect. And my husband eats this like it's going out of style. So I was glad he actually had a little bit of ice cream left so I could show that to you. But what I'm going to do is I will show you tomorrow, because what I have to do is I have to make the base and then I have to put it into the pints and then I have to freeze it for 24 hours. So tomorrow, 24 hours from this moment right now, tomorrow what I'll do is I'll shoot the second part of the video, and what we'll do is we'll actually pull out the machine and we'll spin it so you can kind of see what the consistency is, and then again I will freeze it and then I will show you again what the consistency looks like after it's frozen. Now there is one thing that I am missing. I do have vanilla bean pods, but there is a vanilla bean paste. I will link it in the description. I purchased it from Amazon. It's a liquid paste from actual vanilla beans, which I truly prefer. So I'm going to link that in the description down below, along with all of the recipe ingredients and stuff like that. So first off, what we're going to need to do, I have my KitchenAid mixer. So what I do first is I will put in the liquid first. So we use regular whole milk. We use heavy cream. You're going to need sweetened condensed milk. I use the Eagle brand. I again have vanilla pods. You do not, it is not a necessity to add vanilla pods. It just gives it a little bit more flavor. And again, you get those specks that you get in vanilla bean ice cream. And then I also have pure vanilla extract, which we picked up from, I think it was Costco. And then you're going to need a 3/4 cup, 1/4 cup, a tablespoon, and you are going to need a glass measuring cup. Okay, so mine here is 4 cups. So the other thing is you're going to need regular granulated sugar and also powdered sugar. So to start, we're going to start with the regular milk, okay? So I have found for me to be able to fill each one of the pints, this is supposed to be your max fill line. I do go above it a little bit, and it's just that it's a little bit more full, so I find about 1.25 cups of milk is perfect per container. So right now I'm going to do each one separately here. So we have a cup, Is it a cup and a quarter or is it a cup and a third? Actually, it's a cup and a third, I'm sorry. Yes, it's a cup and a third per pint. So we're gonna do number 1. Here's number 2. And I apologize, this is awkward for me because I'm standing behind the camera and I'm not used to filming this way. That's 3. That's 4. Okay, so that's all the milk. Put this off to the side. And now we are going to need this was sitting in the back of my refrigerator. So needless to say, it kind of got frozen on me. I'm glad I have more. So I'm going to need a full 4 cups of heavy cream. So we just made it. Just stick this in the front. Okay, so we're going to pour this in. Now you're going to take, now this is the hard part. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use spray on the inside because I want this to come out. And this is 3/4 of a cup. Ooh, as we make a mess. So we're gonna, like I said, we're gonna use 3/4 of a cup. So I put that in there. Now we're gonna use 4 tablespoons of vanilla extract. And now what I'm going to do, I already did cut these open. And the reason why I prefer the other one is because this is just so hard to get out. Okay, like I said, you're not going to get a whole lot from it. Now what I do is I do save these, the pods, because then what I do is I will put them in like vodka, which basically is how you make vanilla extract. So I'm putting in 2 pods. And try not to hurt yourself, because it's very easy to hurt yourself, believe me. Especially if you have really sharp knives. Okay. So I'm going to stick these back into my container here. Put it back in the refrigerator. So what I do is, like I said, we have regular sugar. I'm going to put 3/4 of a cup. Okay, so we're going to put in the 3/4 of a cup of sugar. Move this out of the way. Now we're going to break open powdered sugar. Okay, so this we're going to level off. So we're going to put in 1, 2, 3, and then we're doing a 1/4 of a cup. Okay, now don't forget, I am doing this based on, I have 4 of these to fill. So again, I will put all of the ingredients, amounts and stuff that you're going to need based on per pint. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to bring this over to my KitchenAid mixer. So give me a second so I could set that up. Okay, so I have the whisk attachment added on to my KitchenAid mixer. So I'm just going to lift this up here. Sorry for the shaking. And I'm going to turn it on low first. And then just as you start to see it being incorporated, the powdered sugar, into the actual milk and cream mixture, I will turn it up one more. Now basically what you want to do is you want to get this to a frothy stage. You don't want to make, cream out of it, or I should say like whipped cream. So I'm going to shut down the volume on this, because otherwise it's going to be really loud. Okay, so as you can see, it's at a frothy stage, so that's where you want to stop. Okay, So what I'm going to do is disconnect this. I'm going to bring you back over to the other spot, and then I will show you what the consistency looks like, and then we will pour it into the 4 pints that we have. Okay, so all I'm doing is just taking my spatula, I'm getting the vanilla beans that are over on the side, and I'm just mixing it up. Okay. Okay, so now we're going to fill these up. Okay, so there's the regular fill line. I do go a little bit beyond, so I let it go to about there. Okay, so you could kind of see. You seal it up. I'm not usually this messy, but it's because I have the camera right in front of me. I am a messy cook, but I'm usually a little bit better than this. So let's put the cap back on this one. Okay, so we got 2. We have 3, and it looks like I might have a little bit left over. Which is fine, because then I could put it in the other pint. Yeah, we have enough to put in the other pint. Okay. So if that happens and you have like a little bit extra, you can actually put it in the refrigerator. Put it in an airtight container and put it in the refrigerator, because trust me, the ice cream is going to go very fast in your house, just as it does mine. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these in the freezer, and then we will come back tomorrow. We will spin the ice cream, and then I will show you what it looks like so that everybody in your family can enjoy vanilla bean ice cream. Alright, so it is 24 hours since I did the video from making the base. So the bases are now all completely frozen. So if you are new to the Creami machine, this is the machine. I have it plugged in. I'm going to turn it on. Okay. So this is the piece that you actually put the ice cream pint in. This is kind of hard because I'm not set up for. So the way that you open it is you press this and it will open up. Okay. You are going to undo, of course, your cap. You're going to fit it in. So it's gonna fit flat. So when you put this on, this is, I always find the hardest part. You usually have to play with it a little while, but eventually you get it to line up and it will close. Okay, so it is closed. So you're gonna put it on the base, going straight in. Now, in the back here, there is a button. That's the release button. But all you're going to do is push it up and it locks into place. Okay? And then we're going to hit the ice cream mode, and it's going to be very loud. So just be wary that it is going to be loud. Okay, so it has completed cycle. So we are now going to press this button, like I said, over on the other side. That's going to release it, and see, it brings it right back down to the bottom. And then what we're going to do is we're going to undo this, and we have perfect ice cream. I truly can't say enough about this ice cream, even though I'm not supposed to eat it, so I don't eat it. I just taste it, only because I have to make sure that it's the right consistency and that it's sweet enough. So here's one done. So I'm gonna put it back in the freezer. So now I have one that I'm gonna add peanut butter in, and then this one was from what was left over. John had finished the peanut butter ice cream. So this smaller one, John had purchased mini chocolate chip cookies. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try and add this in the middle, which I really find you don't even have to really worry about that. I just stick it in there. Okay. So what I'm going to do is we're going to put that in there again. I'm going to put the cover back on. Move our machine over. Lift it back up. Now, the only difference is with this, there's a button that says mix in. So that's what we're going to do. So again, we're going to hit the button in the back. That's going to bring it down here. And we have perfectly mixed in cookies. So we're going to put this back in the freezer. And the next one we're going to do is the peanut butter one. So this one I am using Kirkland's organic creamy peanut butter, which is made with only Valencia peanuts, nothing else. And I take a tablespoon and I'm just going to add this on. Again, put it in the canister. We're going to close up the canister. And this one we're going to mix. So we're going to do ice cream. All right, so let's hit the button, open this one up. And we have perfectly mixed in ice cream. And we have perfectly mixed in peanut butter. Now, if you like more peanut butter, what you can do is you can actually, what I did the last time is I filled up one of the canisters, then I put the ice cream that was in the canister back into my KitchenAid mixer. And what I did was I had put a tablespoon, I think I did maybe 2 tablespoons of peanut butter, and mixed it in with my mixer, and then placed it back into here, and then did ice cream. So there's multiple ways that you can do it. So we're gonna put this back in the freezer. And then, like I said, we are completely frozen, as you can see. So once you put the ice cream back in the freezer and you let it sit in there for maybe like an hour, hour and a half, 2 hours, you're gonna get perfect, consistent, wonderful ice cream. It is not soft. If you want it soft, you could certainly eat it right after you mix it, but you will have a creamy consistency and it tastes absolutely magnificent. I can't even tell you. You really need to do this if you have a creamy machine. Okay, so again, I will put all of the info down in the description for the recipe. And again, it will be based on per pint. So you will have to figure out how much to do based on how many pints containers that you have. Okay? So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you'll give it a try, because like I said, it's taken me months to actually perfect this, and I know my husband is very, very happy with the way that it's come out. And experiment, try and do different stuff. Like I just added cookies into one of them. One day I added peanut butter. Add in what you want to do, but like I said, just make sure that the pieces are very, very small, because needless to say, when it gets frozen, it gets very hard to eat. So just so you're aware. All right, thank you all for watching, and I will see you on my next video. Take care, everybody.